ceiling, bro. If you get decent money for him, I think it suits both parties again.
Decent money, but it's not as simple as, I'm not doing it because I like the player. I like the whole squad. So this would be a stupid video if I was on this anyway, because I could say keep everyone. I understand of how good of a player. I actually think he's a good player.
Do you think he's hit his ceiling at Arsenal? Yes or no? Because that's how I base it. I think he's hit his ceiling, and it's plateaued, and it's kind of on the way down a little.
So do you agree on Sal?
I think so.
Okay, so he's going down as Sal. For what it's worth, I'd have had him in squad, but I hear the Sal thing. My thing with Zinchenko is, I think last season, we never really nailed down our midfield. The season he was at his best was his first season when Martinelli was firing. I think Martinelli's also suffered because of the midfield thing. And all season it's been, well, is it Rice, is it Vieira, is it Smith Rowe? Who's going to be that left eight? Jorginho played there at one point. We've not really known what to do with a part of the pitch that for 7 years, I think, was held down by Granit Xhaka. I think if we address the midfield properly this season, we get someone that we know, he is playing in that role week in, week out. We know that's his position unless we do the odd rotation or there's an injury or whatever. I think you can start to get the best out of Zinchenko again. If you get Zinchenko inverting the way he was in that first season mainly, we moved away from it a bit this year, and you have him getting into midfield, I think he's a bit of a, what's the word? He's a bit of a cheat code, actually. He's almost like, you're playing with a back four and a midfield three, but actually you look at the team when he's there in midfield, and suddenly you've got 5 midfielders with a false 9, and Zinchenko moving in. And at our best, or some of the best we played was when we had him doing that. Now, can we get back to that? I don't know. Maybe we've moved away.
What do you think to the suggestion that I made that he's hit his ceiling at Arsenal?
I think he has, but at the same time, I almost don't think that's a bad thing. I mean, if his ceiling is what we saw against Newcastle at home in his first season, against Man United at home in his first season, that early spell, then I'm more than happy for that to be his ceiling, because I thought he was brilliant in those games. But can we get back to that? For me, it's all about the midfield signing. So for me, I give him one more season, 3 full seasons, and then we'll know.
I do want to add just quickly, I think going to next season, Arsenal move forward in that whole